We have got a billionaire Prime Minister with pound shop social skills. I have never in my entire life witnessed someone in the public realm display such a total lack of empathy, decency, backbone and basic judgment twice in the space of just a couple of days. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I remember a time when politicians at least had the decency to hide the fact that they were First of all, Mr. Prime Minister, you allowed yourself to be bullied by one of the most irrelevant and one-geared personalities in the country in Piers Morgan. You're the Prime Minister. You're the fucking daddy. Grow some balls, because I tell you what, if I was the Prime Minister and someone tried to intimidate me like that, I'd be quoting Walter White saying, hey, I'm the one who knocks, not you. Don't you try and make a bet with me on people's lives. Don't you dare try and reduce this conversation to something so utterly crass. And then I throw salt in his face like Kendo Nagasaki and watch him fizz away into oblivion like the slug that he is. And just when we think you can't get any lower, you then stand up in the House of Commons in front of the mother of a murdered trans teenager. And only minutes after your false display of empathy towards her, you then rifle through your little list of jokes that someone has written for you that you've rehearsed. And like a little schoolboy in front of his mates, you're unable to read the room and unable to change tack. You're like some AI experiment that jumped off a 3D printer, ran away like Pinocchio and is somehow now running the country. You constantly lose your nerve. You often lose your temper. You're small, and I'm not talking about your physical stature. I'm talking about as a man, as a human being. You haven't got a fucking clue about anything. Whether it's not knowing how to use a card machine or asking homeless people about their business portfolio or making small-minded jokes about trans people when you really should know better. If you can be bullied by Piers Morgan, I don't want you talking to world leaders. If you can't read a room and adjust your tone accordingly, I do not want you negotiating on our behalf. Yes, you're the Prime Minister, but you're also a juvenile, asset-stripping, dishonest waste of skin. See you later.